You know, it's true, I could be making videos, but I'm too hot, and I refuse to do so. I'm actually gonna watch this new series on Netflix. It just premiered. Well, I don't know about maybe like premiere today, but it's a newer one. Reminiscent of so many things. It's like another one that's kind of crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just forever lost, trapped in a sea of loneliness and distraught. Things that have happened to me that I do not like, that have made me uncomfortable, that I cannot speak among anything out there. Things I've done in my past, which I cannot speak about myself personally, because it has happened to me, although not exactly in the same manner, but it's still uncomfortable. You do not understand the loneliness I feel, yet I cannot express myself beyond this. It is so freaking hot right now that even if I felt like making videos, which I don't, I'm out of the mood and don't give a rat's two jackass of a roll of a donut. I do, however, have a video or two that I should release and get it over with, and I will. This is a sort of a final will and testament, if you will. As to what, I don't know. It's like a book that I am reading or talking out loud to you that doesn't ring a bell or matter, because nothing in general matters that I put out. If I did, I wouldn't get so many damn bots telling me this and that, or coming up with some porn sites or some kind of bullshit like that I have to report. I am done. I don't know for how long that I will be done. I have run into many complications, and I just don't care. I'm playing games on my own, in the full entirety of its own off screen. I never thought I could do it, because I thought that I could do this and keep up with it. Well, it wasn't just a matter of that, it's a matter of everything. So in essence, what you have is a broken, lost soul. You cannot talk about things I wouldn't want to talk about anyway. It's too much for me. I'm coming off from a damn cold. I've still got the damn thing. It's not as bad, but it's still there. It's crazy. Ran out of cough medicine. I've got other medicine, but you know, the kind that you can drink. I'm out of that. I'm out of soda. Don't really care. I can always take a bottle and, you know, clean it and reuse it. Ain't no big deal. Not the end of the world. It's just right now, I'm in a state of mind right now that it's just like, it's too freaking hot. And the thing of it is that I want to get to where I can feel better and start working on this house again. Because I have been in a deal where I've been working on something else altogether. A project that has helped out in a way that I don't see happening, or it might happen. I see it both going one way or the other, and it won't be until the end of the year, maybe at most. It'll be only one day a week, maybe. We'll see. We'll see even how long that'll even last, if it even happens. I don't even know if it's gonna happen. I doubt I will be able to do it. And then thus, I leave you with a legacy of videos that I myself think are entertaining. I wouldn't say it's ever more entertaining than somebody else. I mean, over time I have, I still never did like the whole idea of the constant repetitive battles, you know. And I understand people go through it and they have to, but it's ridiculous. Even I don't like to do it unless I absolutely have to, because half the damn games you play anymore, it's like, what's the point? The only other thing to it is getting gold. And it's absolutely ridiculous to even just get gold when you're just going to level up more than you should. That's the one constant pet peeve I have with the leveling up combat system. Other than that, I don't have anything against the monsters or getting gold. That's my pet peeve against that. Otherwise, I don't give a damn. I may have my entrada or my agenda, as they call it, basically my quorums against seeing the repetitive battle, but I still overall would recommend watching this person, because I know about people find that enjoyable, and then there's people who don't, like me, probably, maybe not, I don't know. Either way, doesn't matter. I've had to make videos upon videos and thought about deleting them, and I have done that too. And then there's also because of things I've said that I shouldn't have said or have to. And the thing of it is, unless I say fuck, they'll over dramatize this whole freaking video to where it has to be over the age of 18 or some kind of swear word. And that's one thing I cannot stand. That's another pet peeve I have about this YouTube rating system. I mean, I can understand content not being for kids and all that bullshit, but give me a break, you know? And now we got the Big Bang Theory in the mix of, oh, no, it's for kids bullshit. Come on, man. If that show is so oriented around for kids, then where's the educational bullshit that's supposed to come across there? I mean, just because they throw or slap out facts doesn't mean it's necessarily for kids. Honest to God. Honest to God. That's like slapping porn out there and saying, well, fun fact, the guy just slapped her ass and it felt good while they were taking a dump. Would you like to see that in front of your kids? No. Nobody wants to see that kind of horse shit in front of their damn kids. I mean, you'd have to be playing damn near out of your damn mind. Call that kind of crap for kids. You know. The hell of it is that, there's just too much crap going on. And I did think about making videos from time to time, too. Then I thought, well, because I'm having problems with recorders, there's just no point. So why bother? So in essence, it may be a lot longer than you think before I ever, or I may just wind up closing it up altogether. I have talked about ending this project forever. But then I thought, well, what's the point of that? Because I may just want to come back, and I don't want to make it like, oh, I'm just ending it forever. I mean, I might end it forever for making up, uploading content of me just playing some random game or some game that I'm just going to play for a series of whatever time period I put out there. Whether it's Chrono Trigger, Soul Calibur. Actually, I don't have Soul Calibur, but that's neither here nor there. There are a lot of games I have missed out on, which is sad. And I would say that most of the majority that I've seen, they look great, but it looks like crap. An overall run tundra of crap because of the things on it that are stupid. But I mean, like Mother, or as it's called in the U.S., Earthbound. And I'm being honest with you. I like Earthbound. I really do. I don't see myself ever playing Earthbound. At least not on the screen here and recording it. I might do it one day. Upload it to the True Evil Show or something like that. You never know. And then again, I may never do it. I gotta get in the position to do it though. I can't just, oh, okay. Alright, there it is. I slapped it down through. Plus, I feel no motivation for doing these kind of videos anymore. I mean, yeah, there is me. But why should I do it for myself? I can record myself all day and have fun. It's uploading it. Where it's not, well, not uploading, but actually posting a video. And regardless of whether I expect anything out of it or not, doesn't matter. Which I don't. I never really have. But overall, I have to say that it's just not worth my time. I would say money, but I'm not making any money off these videos. So I wouldn't give a damn if these videos got demonetized because there's no money. And what's the point? You actually have to have a certain amount of subscribers. It's been that way for a long, long time. I don't understand why people are starting to say it has changed when it's always been that way as far as I know. I mean, maybe at one point or another they may have had it differently, but I know for a fact that ever since I've been on the platform, it's been that way. I mean, I wouldn't consider it from the beginning, since when they launched the YouTube platform, because I wasn't there when they launched it. I barely discovered it myself. And here we are, fast forward to today, and I just became an icon, and not just a name. And the fact is, it doesn't matter if I'm a real person or not. I could have like thousands of subscribers, and nobody would care because I got some other random dude somewhere out there that has 3 million views because of something outrageous, or because they have no commentary. And then people won't expect to be subscribed to for some dumb reason, just because you're hosting or uploading clips of The Big Bang Theory does not entitle you to a subscription. Oh crap. God. Damn my leg. Anyway. What you are doing actually is supposed to be in the range of illegal and non-illegal. So how in the hell can you expect a subscription out of that? Just because you uploaded a clip of The Big Bang Theory that was originally on TV, or as it is now on an app. See, the thing is, lots of games have run under the radar that I have never ventured into, didn't even know about, and the ones I did know about were stupid. Like Twisted Metal. It looks stupid. I mean, there was another game just like it that was actually way better in my personal opinion, but and I don't mean Vigilante 8. The thing is, there was actually talking, and it was a PlayStation game. I want to say it's Afterburner, but I can't seem to find that game anywhere. And I never knew about these shoppable games, other than the one that was a deal for Final Fantasy VIII that supposedly you can still kind of do. Discovered so many years actually later, you can actually do without it. So, okay, whatever. And it was the only game in the entire franchise that even had that. That really kind of sucks. Really. One of the things I have never cared for is going for this whole, oh, okay, so you're gonna go through different characters and whatnot. I don't care for that. Final Fantasy V had the right idea along with but Final Fantasy 1 kind of went in that direction, but they had like options. But they combined that for Final Fantasy V. So you didn't, I mean, you still had to choose, but you didn't have to sacrifice like a certain class. And, but thieving was like pure crap, which made absolutely no sense. So, in essence, I would say the thieving class throughout the entire universe of Final Fantasy sucks. It's almost not worth doing, to be honest with you, because of how many damn attempts you would take just to steal from the enemy, including the boss. And it's absolutely ridiculous, in my personal opinion, to have to go and train and trying to find the right enemy just to fight the item, even if it's an item that you're never going to freaking use, as good as it may be. That Lancer pointed out. The thing is, you may want to buy it, because most people that play games actually buy weapons. Not always, and not everybody who plays them now. And then there's other people that will just play the game and just pick them up randomly. But the thing is, it depends on whether or not you know beforehand where that item is going to be. And I mean, there are just so many games I could talk about, but I just don't want to go on about it. I have loved every one of them up till the ones that were crap. And now you got people who are going back through older games and beating the crap out of them. I never cared. I kind of knew about it, but not too much because it was not a popular thing around in my era and time. Either had TMNT or Final Fantasy or Zelda. You didn't even have Suikoden, because Suikoden wasn't out yet at the time. This is back before PlayStation. And even as games came out, there was this game called, what's the name of this game called? I can't think of the damn name, and I hate to do this because it's probably going to cut me off like an asshole jerk. Why? Yeah, I've been watching some Big Bang Theory right here on YouTube. That's why you see that up there. Can't think of the damn name, so I gotta look it up. I suck. Yeah, Metroid. Or Super Metroid. It was not that much of a popular item to be talked about back in my day. Because back in my day, we were talking about either TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or the movie, or something like that. We never talked about Prime, or Metroid Prime, Super Metroid Prime, none of that bullshit. We talked about Final Fantasy. We had a little bit of dose of that. Wasn't too much of it into the Final Fantasy series, no. Hell, people didn't even hardly talk about like Soul Calibur or whatever the hell those other games are called that are on the Super NES, and I can't think of their name now. I want to say Soul something or other. Yeah, I'll put that under what for now because I don't want to get copyright on this. But oh yeah, Soul Blade, Soul Blazer. Sorry, there was Soul Blade. Yeah, actually, there's a game called that, but it's a Japanese release. And I want to say it's Soul Blazer in Japanese, but I don't really want to. But it's kind of like that. but it's different. That's the difference between those two. And then there's like, nobody even talked about Super Mario RPG. Nobody. And by nobody, I mean people around me in my time. Nobody even heard of this damn game. If they did, they weren't talking about, hey, by the way, did you play the latest game of Super Mario? No. If we talked about anything to do with Super Mario, it was just Super Mario. Not RPG, man. What the hell's a freaking RPG? A role-playing game. Oh, okay. So that's what it would have been said, like just like that, right back then. Breath of Fire, and maybe a little bit of. Not even Chrono Trigger was even talked about, for God's sakes. I mean, there was this damn tank game that Horses and Rain got into with somebody else, and it was pretty crazy. Even Illusion of Gaia kind of was talked about, but not as big as other games. But even that was kind of still more mentioned more than this other crap. And Poppies was never mentioned, but knew about it, played it, and even SimCity. So yeah, I mean, you just yeah, that's right. Terranigma was another one that was never even heard of. Never even heard of The Secret of the Stars. What the hell's The Secret of the Stars? It's a Super Nintendo, game. Wheel of Fortune was more of a board game and more discussed as a board game than just like Pogs. Hell yeah. And chess. Let's not forget about chess. Mega Man a little bit. Never heard of Lufia. Never even talked about it. No one talked about it in my range of area. Nobody. If they did, they were doing it somewhere where, one around me. So, not me and my group of friends. Hell no. ActRaiser, that's a game that nobody talked about either, but played it, and we did kind of talk about Doom, but, So, and what the hell is Evo? Search for Eden, What the crap is that game? I mean, seriously. And that's exactly what, the reason I say it like that is because of the time and era in place where we were at. We didn't discuss about such games. Not to say it was a bad title or anything, but nobody brought it up. Nobody. We didn't even know about Final Fantasy 3, unless you consider these actually Final Fantasy 6, because, well, that's what we all thought for a long time. When originally, there were people that did kind of mention it, but it was like, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 3, what the hell is that shit, But, other than that, no. So, I don't tend to watch ROTDS. Sometimes I do. Good afternoon. Who also hates when these happen? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. You're too late. I like how I changed the damn name. Huh. What a fool. But anyway, I will see you all on some other ridiculous video, I guess. Whenever that's gonna be.